Getting Things Done is a classic book in the productivity space. Author David Allen provides the readers with a comprehensive life management system. In this video, I'm going to give you a high-level summary of the book. Then, I'm going to walk you through the 5-step method on how to implement the Getting Things Done system. So let's get into it. What's up, everyone? This is Brandon Hill, and welcome back to my channel where we share content to help young professionals develop personally, professionally, and financially. In his book, Getting Things Done, David Allen discusses the importance of productivity and how to achieve it. He argues that the best way to become productive is to clear your mind of all distractions and focus on the task at hand. One way to do this is to create a system that'll allow you to gather all your open loops and organize them into things like projects and tasks. An open loop is any type of obligation that still needs to be completed. As expected, this book is about getting things done, but also serves a greater purpose than that. This book is about helping you be appropriately engaged with your work and your life. Allen's goal is to help people remove stress and anxiety from their personal lives so they could pursue what they most want to pursue. You'll find insights and strategies on how to have more energy, be more relaxed, have more clarity, be present in the moment, and get a lot more accomplished with less effort. You'll find that getting things done is extremely practical. Anyone can apply all or just a portion of the lessons that are shared. The components of the system are modular and they can be adapted to your own personal use. To implement the Getting Things Done system or the GTD system, David Allen shares his 5-step method. The 5 steps are capturing, clarifying, organizing, reflecting, and engaging. So let's break this down. Step number 1 is to capture what has your attention. In order to take care of all your open loops, you first have to gather everything that has your attention. Capture all of your incompletes or all of the stuff that you have on your mind or in physical forms that may be lying around your house or your office. To facilitate this, you need to have containers that can hold all of these items until you have a moment to decide what these items are and what you are going to do about them. Examples of these items might include a bill that is due soon, a reminder of a task that you have to do at work, an invitation to a wedding, and a reminder to take your car in for an oil change. All of these examples are things that could linger on your mind and add stress if you constantly have to think about them and remember them. By capturing all of this, you could have peace of mind knowing that everything is in one place and you only have to look in that one place before you start beginning to organize. For your capturing tray, you could have a physical tray or file where you dump all of your notes, or you could use a mobile app or something on your computer. I personally use the app Keep by Google. If anything pops up into my mind that I need to remember or sort through, I'll put it in that app. Step 2 is to clarify what each item means and what to do about it. Step 2 is to get your in tray, where you capture everything, to empty. This is the processing phase. You're going to go through each item and identify what it is, what it means, and what you're going to do about it. Once you clarify what something is, you can decide if it's actionable or not. Does it require action by you? And if so, what is that next action? If the item doesn't require action by you, you could trash the item, store it in a someday maybe folder, or file it as reference material that you could come back to one day. Step 3 in the Getting Things Done system is to organize the results. This is where you'll start organizing everything into neat buckets. There are 7 basic categories that David Allen shares. You have the projects list, project support material, calendar actions and information, a next actions list, a waiting for list, reference material, and a someday maybe list. You'll find that a lot of the things that are on your to-do list that you think are tasks are actually projects that have multiple action items underneath them. For example, your to-do list might say that you have to build a work presentation for a work meeting tomorrow. This is actually a project and requires a number of action items that need to be completed in order to finish it. You might have tasks like identify what the project needs to be about, create an outline of the presentation, perform any necessary research, complete the first draft, review and edit the draft, and review the final draft before sending it to management. When you look at your to-do list and you see the words build presentation, It's a tall order and it can be ambiguous. By organizing your open loops into projects such as this one, you can break down the project into next action items that are achievable and provide clarity on what exactly you need to do. Step 4 is to reflect. And this is a very important step in David Allen's opinion. He says that you need to reflect and review often so you can be assured that you are doing what you need to be doing and it's okay to not be doing what you're not doing. He advises that you review your life management system on a regular basis. Reflect on the contents of it and keep it current and functional. This will ensure that it is still able to accomplish its main purpose, which is providing clarity and stability to your life. When you do this reviewing, you want to see the trees as well as the forest. This means that you should review the small action items and the nitty-gritty details, as well as the overarching projects, calendars, and lists in your system. In the last step, we mentioned the 7 categories. You'll want to review each category as often as you need to in order to have peace of mind. Finally, step 5 involves the process of engaging with your system. Everything has been captured, clarified, organized, and reflected on. And now it's time to take action and decide what order things are to be done in. One way you could do this is to use the 4 criteria model. The author says that you make your action choices based on the following 4 criteria in order. The first is context. Second, time available. Third, energy available. And finally, priority. For context, this is about what you could possibly do right now, where you are, with the tools that you have. Maybe you're sitting in a lobby waiting for a dentist appointment. To make use of that time, you could consider that you have your phone on you, and you might be able to make a couple of phone calls that are on your list. For time available, consider what you can do given the time that you have. Maybe one phone call on your list will take 5 minutes, whereas another phone call could take 30 minutes, in which you wouldn't have time for that one. Then you consider the energy you have available. If you're low on energy, maybe a phone call doesn't sound like something you want to do right now. Instead, maybe you could use this time to look up a mechanic so you could get that oil change for your car. Finally, consider priority. What's the most important or most time-sensitive action that can be done in this moment? This is just one framework for deciding on what actions to do, but David Allen also shares 2 other frameworks as well, so you can check that out in the book. Those are the 5 steps of the Getting Things Done method. It was a brief overview and the book goes into much more detail, but I hope this still provided value to you. Use this method to help organize your life. If you want to read this book, I'll put a link in the description where you could access the book on Amazon, and if you would like to listen to this book for free, I'll also include a link in the description to a 30-day free trial to Audible where you can download 1 free book with your free trial. In the meantime, I'll get working on the next video, so I'll see you then. Promotions can be awarded on any number of variables, and there's no one quick fix that will land you one overnight. The best way to approach receiving a promotion is to do the little things right day in and day out so you could put yourself